Well, welcome to Brother Charlie's cooking show. Now, this first video will be the first part of my preparation for stuffed bell peppers. My dear friend Kathy has requested a cooking show on stuffed peppers. Kathy Chapman. Okay, I've got the pot ready to saute the beef. I use this recipe usually from the 1986 Betty Crocker cookbook. It's easy. This first video I'm going to show you how to prepare the stuffing, the meat, the ground meat, which I use. This calls for 6 large stuffed peppers, but I usually make a little more stuffing to make sure I have enough, you know. So anyway, here's the you cook and stir your ground beef, but also, besides the 1 pound of ground beef, I also split that in half and use bulk pork, ground bulk pork, or Italian bulk sausage ground. So anyway, I would use, I usually add a little extra meat, by the way, because I'd never have enough. You wouldn't have enough really to stuff 6 peppers if you go by this 1 pound. It's okay. Now you got to saute your meat, your ground beef, and your ground bulk sausage, or Italian bulk sausage. Okay. We're going to have to chop an onion first. It calls for only like, if I doubled this, it would be 4 tablespoons of chopped onion. That's nowhere near enough. So I'll probably use about a half an onion, I'd say, rather than just a few cheap tablespoons. Okay. Chop up that onion real good. What I usually do when I'm peeling an onion, I'll slice both ends, and then I'll slice a little thin slice this way, and then I peel it. And you can get the tough part. I like to peel the tough part off the side. There. Now actually, no, I didn't do this one yet. There. Now that's pretty good. See? You don't want the tough side, the tough outer part. So that's probably pretty enough. That would make enough onion for the stuffed pepper beef, the beef and ground pork. Okay, I'm going to this like that way, and be careful you don't cut your thumb off, your finger. They say to keep your thumb like that. That's what they say. That's what you and your child will probably do. Anyway, yeah, you don't want to cut your thumb off. There, chop that up, slice, chop it. Now you're going to saute your onion with the ground beef and pork. You know, like I said, I like to add a little extra meat. Make sure I have enough to stuff those peppers. There you go, chop it up. And like I say, watch your thumb, not your finger. Keep them like that. Keep it. Although I don't always follow my own advice. And I think that should do it. Chop it up good. Chop it up good. Now, what I do before I saute the beef and the pork, actually most of the time I like to double the meat portion, you know. So this calls for 1 pound of beef, but I would probably put 1.5 pounds of your ground beef and 1.5 pounds of your bulk sausage, your bulk pork or Italian sausage, whatever. I like the Italian sausage best, actually, ground Italian sausage. Here I've got the meat, the ground beef in here, but I don't have any ground sausage or pork. So we'll just tonight have to use the meat. What I usually do, I'll spray the pan before I saute the beef and the pork. There, I don't like it to stick. It's not going to stick anyway with the grease, but just in case I spray it. Okay, put that. I've got that set on about medium. You don't want to burn the meat. There, put it in little chunks like that, and you'll chop it up with a spoon, plastic spoon, or a plastic spoon would be best, actually. Because you don't want to scratch your, especially if it's a non-stick pan, you don't want it to scratch. So, oh my goodness, there's a little, oh my gosh, a little stink bug. They're coming in for some reason. I don't like them. They stink if you step on them. But I won't kill him. I'll just throw him alive in the garbage can. He'll have to find his way out. Okay, I'm going to find a plastic spoon here. There you go. Chop that up. And especially it'll be nice if I had the Italian sausage or the bulk ground sausage, the bulk meat, pork. But unfortunately I don't have any ground Italian sausage or the pork, the ground pork. So we're going with the beef. And like I say, I use probably, and in this recipe, instead of just a pound of each, I would put 1.5 pounds of the ground beef and 1.5 pounds of the bulk of pork, the ground pork or the Italian sausage. Add your onion, chop them, and saute that with your beef or your pork or both. Now tonight is I'm just going through how to make this stuffing part. Tomorrow I'll get some bell peppers, but we don't have any yet. You can use, of course, either the green ones, the red ones, or yellow. Even orange ones they have nowadays. Okay, let that saute. Mix with your onion. Get it so it just like turns dark a bit. Chop it up good. Nice little chunks. Mix your onion with it. There you go. I've got it on about 8, the temperature. Could be on 6, maybe better. But it's not going to burn. It won't burn because it's like, grease. If it's too hot, it might catch on fire. Okay, we're getting that pretty good chop, pretty well chopped up there. Oh yes, and now you're going to have to drain it eventually. Drain that. Oh, I better get the can. There you go. When I drain pans of the grease, I put it in a tin can and freeze it. And then I'll throw it in the garbage when it's solidified. Okay, it's coming along very fine, very fine. Like I say, that Betty Crocker 1986 recipe is pretty easy. But they're mighty tasty, especially when you put the sauce, the bulk sausage in there, or the ground pork. Half ground pork, half beef, like I said. And, okay, cook and stir the ground beef and onion in the, you know, in your pot there. This is 10-inch skillet, but I like to use that nice heavy cast iron pot. Well, it's not cast iron, whatever it is. It's kind of heavy and it's nice. Okay, now you have to wait till it's lightly browned, okay. Then you'll drain, and then I'll stir in the rice, 1 cup of rice. But I have to wait till it gets cooked better than that. There, okay. Getting there. You know, I wish there was a way, maybe there is a way you could put like a video like from that camera on pause and then do the next section of your cooking show after you let something like cool down or whatever. But I don't know how to do that. I only know how to do it in 2 different sections, like video this one, this tape, and then tomorrow do another one. But there must be a way you can like pause it, you know, and then continue the same show. Okay. That looks great. That's brown, lightly brown. Okay, now I'll have to drain it. You don't want all that grease in your cooking, in your food, you know. Oh gosh, now let's see if we can drain it without getting it all over the table or the floor. Well, I think I can do it. Oh. These are rubber handles, so I don't need a mitt or a pot holder. Let's see if we can do this without getting the grease on the table. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I think I'm doing it slowly. Oh, a little grease is getting in there. Okay. Such a mess, but no, it's okay. It's all right. Hope that plastic thing doesn't melt. Okay. Now, put it back on your stove. No, I made a mess. I'll clean that later. Could have been worse. Could have dribbled on the floor, but then I'll be slipping all over the place. Okay. Let's see. Okay, there you go. Now stir in the rice, salt, garlic salt, and 1 cup of the tomato sauce. Okay. Heat through. Okay, let's get there. 1 cup of your rice. Where did I put that? Oh, here it is, the 1 cup maker. I had it already. Okay. The rice, of course, is already made. There, that's a heaping cup. It makes more. You don't want to overpower the meat with too much of your rice, otherwise it'll taste like all rice and no meat. You know? Okay, salt. Okay, your salt. 1 teaspoon of salt, an 1/8 teaspoon of garlic salt. Well, I'll give that a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic salt. I like garlic, that's good. Okay, 1 teaspoon of salt. I'll give it a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic. Garlic is good for you. Very good for your blood, I believe. Not so good for the breath, but it's good for the blood. Wait, 1/2. No, I don't want a whole. A 1/2 would be all right. Call for an 1/8. A 1/2 is better, I think. It's not going to kill you, it's going to help you. Okay. There you go. Now, I think we have the tomato sauce to put in there. Yeah, right, okay, stir in it. Rice, salt, garlic salt, and 1 cup of your tomato sauce, okay? And heat through. No problem, I got that open already. 1 cup. Just say 1 cup? 1 cup. 1 cup of the sauce, okay. I'll add a little more. Wait, I can't get any more. It only gives a cup, because I moved some of it in the crock pot. I'm making sweet and sour chicken which will be overripe for later on. Cooking all day in the crock pot. That's a good recipe too, the sweet and sour chicken over rice. Delicious. Okay. Oh, sorry I'm taking so long, but you gotta put the time into it if you want something nice. There you go. Boom. That's it. That's all you're doing. And heat that through. Stir it up really good. Stir it up. Stir it up. Very nice. There. Okay, now that's the first part of my brother Charlie's cooking show. So there you have it. Turn your burner off. Don't forget to turn that on. Don't want to leave that on. Catch the house on fire. Okay. There's your filling for your stuffed peppers. Although I like the Italian bulk sausage ground or ground pork mixed with it. That we will have all ready to stuff the peppers, which will be the next cooking show, the next Brother Charlie cooking show. I'll show you how to make the peppers, because there's a trick to that. You don't want to overcook your peppers or overboil, or you don't want to undercook them because then they're tough and they taste too bitter. There you are. Thank you very much. God bless.